What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a story time. So today we're going to be talking about my nightmare experience of getting a Peloton. So just a quick backstory. After lots and lots of consideration, after gaining 30 pounds, after 6 months of grief, after looking into getting a Peloton multiple times, I wanted to invest in myself. I know I need to take better care of myself. I want to get this extra weight off. And I just felt like I needed something to help me deal with stress. All the hardest times of my life, I used exercise to de-stress and to just keep myself sane. And I knew if I was going to invest this much money into myself, plus pay the monthly membership fee, I would be much more apt to actually use it, as I could have just saved the $3,000 or spent $3,000 on the dogs. So, long story short, I decided to buy a Peloton. It is the night of Sunday, July 4th. I was debating it all day long, really feeling motivated. I talked to my husband about it. He just says, do it. If that's what you want to do, if that's what's going to make you happy, you never do anything for yourself, so do it. So I do it. I bought the Peloton. I bought it outright. I didn't finance it. I got the Bike Plus, the 12-month warranty, 2-pound weights, the cycling shoes, the resistance bands, the bike mat, and the reversible workout mat. I did have a $100 off coupon, so after the $100 coupon, I paid $2,856.69. I put it on my credit card so I could get the cash back, and like always, I just paid it off the next day. So once you order your Peloton, you have to reserve a delivery day. You have to pick what day you want this to be delivered. I look at my delivery options, and my only delivery option, my only delivery day that I have available to choose from is a Monday, which, mind you, is the absolute worst possible day that I can be given, because that is my absolutely longest day. That's my 11-hour day. If you don't know, I don't have a job where I can just take off work last minute or just because. I'm a registered dental hygienist, so my patients book me 6+ months in advance. So if I cancel them, there's nowhere to put them. We are booked solid, and that means that they potentially have to wait a whole another 6 months to get in, which is not fair to them. It's not okay. I don't have that type of job. Luckily, my dad is self-employed. I talked to him about it, and he agreed that he would come over for the delivery. He would arrange his work schedule so that he could be here for this. So looking at my Mondays, I choose the soonest one available. Last time I looked at getting a Peloton, it was like 6 to 8 weeks for delivery day. Now I can get it as soon as a week. I was gonna get it the next Monday, July 12th. Super excited, so cool, great. I picked my delivery day. They tell me to expect a phone call from them the night before after 4 p.m., giving me a 3-hour window of when my delivery will be. My accessories come separately. They come that Friday. I'm super excited. I open everything up, check everything. Shoes fit fine, everything's great. There's a little pamphlet inside of it that has a code that you can type in to get a free piece of clothing. So I got a free tank top. That already came. I'm getting super excited. Things are coming really fast. Things are going really well. So I get a phone call on Saturday, 2 days before my delivery day, stating that my delivery window is between 1:30 and 4:30 p.m. on that coming Monday. They tell me that it is going to be delivered by a third-party delivery company because of the area that I live in. They don't deliver directly to our area, and this delivery company will be in contact with me 30 minutes before the delivery. There's also an option to sign up for delivery updates, so that's what I do. I then call them back to let them know that I will not be able to answer the phone when they do this phone call, as I will be at work. So they needed to add on my dad's information so that he was the contact that they needed to get a hold of come Monday. So she tells me that they have to contact me first. They have to call me first, as I'm the primary number, even if I don't answer. And then after they try to contact me, they will be in contact with my dad. Again, she confirms that my delivery date is on Monday from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. So Monday comes, Monday morning comes. I'm super excited. I just spent hours the day before getting my basement all ready, everything organized, everything set, cleaned out, have my mat exactly where I want the bike to be delivered. I am pumped. I head to work like normal. I get out of work around noon for my lunch break. As I'm leaving, I get a text at exactly noon from those text updates saying that my delivery is up next and they will see me in 30 minutes. I'm thinking, wow, this is great. This is going to work out good. Maybe they're going to come while I'm home for lunch and my dad's not even going to have to worry about it, even though it is completely not inside the delivery window of 1:30 to 4:30. Whatever, maybe this could work out great. So I come home, do my thing, I get everything done, get ready to go back to work. It's like 5 minutes before I have to get back to work and no one's here. So I call my dad, tell him the situation. He comes right over to make sure that he's here when they get here, because at this point, It's like 12:40. They should be here any minute. It's been 40 minutes now. I leave, I go back to work. My dad's here. He's sitting here the entire time. My dad sits in a chair in our garage this entire time. No one comes. Nothing happens. No one calls his phone. Nothing. He tries to call the delivery company. They hang up on him. He's pissed. I'm pissed. I'm obviously at work. I can't do anything. So I get out of work at 7 and I call the delivery company and I'm like, what the f? Where is my like, you just didn't even show up today. And he said, oh, it looks like your delivery is up next. And I said, no, don't even give me that because my delivery was up next apparently since noon and no one bothered to even show up. So he said, unfortunately, that's all that's showing up on his screen and he will contact the hub that has the truck that would be the one that is delivering the Peloton to me. So a couple minutes later, he gets back on the phone, says that no one answers, they must be gone for the day, but he was sure to send out an email and leave them a message telling them the situation and telling them that they need to contact me ASAP to reschedule the delivery date to get it to me as soon as possible. So Tuesday comes. No one calls me, of course. My lunch break comes, I call Peloton directly, and I tell them the situation. She tries to tell me that unfortunately, they did attempt to deliver it the day before on the delivery day, but no one was there. I tell her there is no way that someone attempted to deliver it as my dad was sitting inside my garage staring at the road where the cars go by the entire time and nobody came. So I asked her, this magical photo that they have, what is the timestamp on it? She tells me that the timestamp is 1:20, which again is not in the delivery window, definitely not 30 minutes away from noon, and the delivery people that I just talked to last night stated that I was up next. No attempt of delivery, nothing. I tell her that that is a lie. There is no way that they attempted to deliver it because from noon on, someone was here at my house the entire time and no one showed up. So no, don't try to give me that. She tells me that my next delivery option, the best that they can do, is to wait another week and deliver it next Monday. So I say, so you just made my dad miss an entire day of work for absolutely no reason, for no one to show up. You lied to me telling me that you attempted to deliver it when clearly no one did. And now you want me to wait another week for you to possibly come, miss more work, miss out on more money, and she needs to figure out another way to try, at least try, to get this to me sooner, as this is not okay. She says that she will email me later tonight with more options of available times that we will be able to get this delivered to me sooner. Tuesday night comes. Nothing. No email, no phone call, nothing. Second time now that I was supposed to be emailed or contacted, and I wasn't. Once again, I am furious. So I call Peloton again, try to speak to a manager, which they tell me I have to tell them the entire situation before they even will send me to a manager. Never ended up sending me to a manager. Anyways, I tell them the situation. This is not acceptable. This is not okay. Stop stringing me along. We need to get this figured out. She tells me, let's call her Mary, that this is unacceptable. She apologizes for the situation. This is not how they do things at Peloton. This is not how they treat people. This is not what they're about. This does not represent them the way that they are to be represented. She understands my frustration. She understands the situation, and she's going to be reimbursing me for my dad having to miss a day's worth of work for absolutely nothing. She's actually very nice and tries to contact the delivery company again to try to see if they can get something out here sooner than waiting another entire week. Unfortunately, she comes back on the phone and says that because of the region that I'm in, there is no other delivery day. There's no drivers, there's no trucks, there's nothing in my area for any day other than Mondays. So once again, I'm stuck waiting another week from when it was supposed to be delivered for them to hopefully deliver it this time. I tell her that that makes me nervous because I don't really want my dad to take off even more time of work to have them maybe show up, maybe not show up, as that's not fair to him. So she says, let's try to do the latest delivery window so that way everyone can go to work. That's not going to be a big issue. So we agree that we are going to do the latest delivery window between 6 and 8 p.m. And she's going to reach out to them directly to make sure that they know that that is noted. That is the delivery slot that we are going to have. I tried to be nice. I tried to do it their way. Obviously that didn't happen. Obviously they can't do their job, so now they're going to end up doing it my way on my terms. At one point in the call, we get disconnected. I'm just assuming Mary hung up on me. But to my surprise, Mary calls me back and apologizes that we got disconnected. She did not mean to hang up on me. So that earned a brownie point on that end. So that's the end of that. I'm not really holding out a whole bunch of hope for the next Monday because is it gonna happen? I don't know. Try not to even get excited because what if it doesn't even happen again? So Monday comes, and I go to work, and I get a text at 10 in the morning from my dad stating that they had called him, letting them know that they're going to be at the house in 30 minutes, and my dad told them that he's not even close to my house. There's no way he's going to be there in a half hour, and why are you contacting him at 10 in the morning when our delivery window is between 6 and 8 p.m.? That is not even close. He says that the delivery people say that they cannot deliver it later, they have to deliver it now. I luckily get a cancellation. Shortly after he sends me this text, I'm able to read it. I call the number again for the delivery company, and I'm once again furious. So I asked them, why are they contacting my dad at 10 in the morning to deliver my Peloton when it's clearly nowhere even close to the delivery window that we agreed to last week through Peloton directly because of the situation. She says, oh, it looks like here that your order was actually already completed and installed. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? She said, yeah, it was just delivered and installed just minutes ago. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? There's no one there. She's like, well, did you see it get delivered? And I said, no, because once again, nobody is there. And what happened to someone having to be there for it to be delivered? So they just dropped it off at my house and left. Obviously it wasn't installed because no one was there. She once again keeps trying to insist that the order is already completed because it was already installed and delivered. And I once again tried to tell her that it clearly was not installed and delivered because no one is inside to have them install it. I ended up hanging up on her because she was just, I'm not interested in that at this time. I try to be very nice. I understand that it is not these people's fault directly that the situation is going on, but if you're gonna act like that, I don't have time for it. So at this point, I'm like, am I getting punked? Like, is this real life? Did they really just drop off my bike and leave? Shortly after, my lunch break comes, like normal, come home, feed the girls, take them out. My bike is sitting there. Why would you leave a $3,000 bike sitting outside? Like, thank God no one stole it. Thank God it wasn't raining and didn't get ruined. So I, by myself, again, my husband's at work, away. My dad is hours away at work. I'm by myself. And mind you, this bike weighs like 140 pounds. I tried to bring it in the sliding glass door so it's not sitting outside. It barely fits in the sliding glass door. Barely fits in through there. This is so heavy. I'm trying to move this by myself. I think the only way I was able to even move it is because I had so much rage and just adrenaline rushing through me. It took me a while, but I at least got it inside. Once I get it inside, I call Peloton directly once again. At this point, I'm just in disbelief. I mean, really? Like, this is this well-known, great company, supposed to be wonderful. This is my experience. You know, I've been told multiple times that's not what they stand for, that's not who they are, that's not how they treat people, but yet I continually get this bullshit treatment. Anyways, I called Peloton again directly, explained to her that they just literally dropped it off and dipped. No one was home. They left it outside. It obviously is not assembled because no one was home, so when is this going to get assembled? Are they going to come back and assemble it? Because I paid to have it delivered and assembled, and that's not what happened. She again apologizes, refunds me a small amount because it was delivered not even close to my delivery window. She contacts the delivery company. They state that my delivery window was between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m., which I again state, I just went over this a week ago with Peloton directly, that it's between 6 and 8. So Tina, we'll just call her Tina, tells me that she's going to reach out to the service department and try to get in contact with someone to have someone over there as soon as possible to finish setting up the bike, to actually get it installed. She comes back on the phone again and tells me that Olivia is now going to be in charge of this situation, and Olivia is going to be reaching out to me to have someone come over and actually install the bike for me. So I'm thinking this means like tonight or tomorrow, again, because of the situation. Maybe they were trying to like actually get this figured out for me. No, that's not how it goes. I get an email from Olivia later that night stating they apologize for the inconvenience and the service team has been contacted to do an at-home assembly of the bike. I would recommend bringing your bike inside because it can take some time for the service team to reach out. Again, why would you leave it outside and just dip? Anyways. And to give them 5 to 7 business days to reach out to me, and if I don't hear from them by then, to make sure I contact her. Like, I don't know why I just like assumed that they meant like they were actually trying to like get this fixed for me and like this situation over with. Whatever. So, once again, I plan to call Peloton again the next day at lunch, now spending like all of my lunch breaks, basically wasting them all on these phone calls, but I don't even get to that point. I don't even get to do that. So Tuesday comes and I get this random phone call from this guy named Chad. We'll say Chad. Right before I go on lunch, right before I make a phone call. Chad says that he had a ticket for me saying that my Peloton was dropped off, but it was not actually assembled or installed in any way, shape, or form, so he was to be in contact with me to set up a time for a tech to come out and actually do that for me. I call Chad back and I tell him the situation, and he tells me he's going to reach out to his techs and see who would be available first. He also asked me where the bike is supposed to be. I tell them that it's supposed to be downstairs in the basement, which I obviously am not going to be any help for. It's too heavy. I can't pick that up. Even if I tried to help my husband bring it downstairs, I don't even trust myself that I would be able to hold up my end. He tells me that usually only one tech comes out by themselves. He's reaching out to his techs. I'm reaching out to my dad to see if there's any way that he could help my husband get it downstairs so that way when they come, it is already done. That part's already out of the way. So Chad texts me later that night and asks if we can do the next day, which would be Wednesday, right after I get out of work. Perfect, great. Tickled pink. Wednesday comes, my dad comes over and helps my husband carry it downstairs, put it in the spot where it's supposed to be before they both go to work early in the morning, so that way that part's already done. A couple hours go by, 12:15 comes, I come home, and a couple minutes later, this guy shows up. We'll just call him Dave. Dave comes in, he's a service tech. He comes downstairs, again, is in disbelief that this situation is even happening because, again, this is not how Peloton works. But Dave is wonderful. Dave was so nice. He installed everything for me. He got everything working, made sure that everything was right. Took just over a half hour to complete. Dave was the real MVP. Dave deserves a raise. So, after 9 days post-date that it was actually supposed to be delivered, and multiple phone calls with multiple BS, finally got my Peloton. By far the worst experience I've ever had with the company. Hopefully I love my Peloton and it is totally worth it, but yeah, I did not have a great first impression at all. Hopefully, if you decide to get a Peloton, you don't have this type of experience. The delivery company was absolutely horrendous. I would never recommend them. So yeah, that's my nightmare Peloton story. I'm going to make a couple of videos surrounding my Peloton, just like my initial reaction to it, my first couple of rides, my thoughts, whatever, which honestly, I kind of don't even want to do because I don't want to give them free promo for this experience I've already had with them. But whatever, we'll see how it goes. Different type of video, but that's my Peloton experience. If you're new to the channel, normally I make videos about my lifestyle, my dogs, my job, ketones, something much more happy and fun than this. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!